And I decided to bring my cousin to guide me through the process. And Ahmed was with me, and I said, Ahmed, what do I need to know? And he said, honk. And I go, excuse me? He goes, honk. I go, what? He goes, just honk. I go, why? He goes, do you see any stop signs? I'm like, nope. He goes, exactly. There's a lot of alleys in Yemen. There's no stop signs. So when you honk, you let people know that you're coming through. So if you can't honk, turn off the car and take a cab. And I was like, wow, that actually makes a lot of sense. I go, what else do I need to know, Ahmed? And he goes, unbuckle your seatbelt. I go, okay, you need to convince me on that one. And he goes, in Yemen, cops make very little money, and they make their money from briberies. And they always look at tourists. And no one in Yemen wears a seatbelt, so if you wear one, you look like a tourist, which means you have money. I was like, yep, that also makes a lot of sense. But I'm now taking my chances. And I drove for 5 minutes, and I got pulled over immediately. And I expected the American treatment, license and registrations. That's not what happened. A cop with an AK-47 got into the back seat of my car and said, drive. That's all he said. He said, drive. He kept saying, drive, drive. I'm like, do you want me to honk first? And just like some of you, he did not have a sense of humor. And I drove and I looked at Ahmed, and Ahmed did this. He gave me the money symbol, which meant this guy needed cash. I had some cash. I gave him the cash. He left. And then Ahmed said, you could have gotten away with this. I'm like, how? He goes, you're an American. All you had to say is that you're an American, and they don't want to deal with the embassy. It's a lot of paperwork, so they would just let you go. I'm like, yeah, that would have been amazing 8 minutes ago. But it came in handy. 2 weeks later, I get pulled over again. I know what to do now. I lock the back seat. He came through the window. He goes, do we have a problem? I go, yes, I'm an American. He goes, prove it. I go, check out my seatbelt. He did not find that funny. He was very upset. He goes, let me see your passport. I said, I don't have a passport, but I have my American citizenship card ID. Do you guys know what that is? It does not exist. Because I was a green card holder. I was not officially American. But I know that he can't read English, and a green card looks so official and so high-tech, he was going to let me go. That was my plan. So I look into my wallet, and I realized that I don't have my green card with me. I kept it home for safety. And I had 0 cash. Then I looked again, and I found my North Hennepin Community College ID. And I took it out, and I gave it to him, and it looks like somebody made it in a garage. And he looked at it, and he looked at me, and he said, wow, cool. And he let me go. So thank you, North Hennepin Community College, for saving my life.